What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here, you can call me Irish, and today you're going to be watching some TDM on Blacklight Retribution. So, first off, let me just get out of the way. I really like this game. It's fairly handy to get used to it. Like, I basically just use it to run around and shoot people. It's a bit more complicated than Battlefield and Call of Duty and those kinds of shooters. There's a bit more kind of detail into it as far as like customization, and like it's kind of hard to find out what weapons are good, what setups are good and stuff like that, because there's not like any real tutorials out there or anything like that. But I basically just use it to run around and shoot people, and I find it very enjoyable. But today's topic isn't actually about Blacklight. Unfortunately, I will probably do a commentary focusing on the game at some stage, because I do really enjoy it and I play it a lot. But my commentary for today is about a thing that just came out from EA, where I'll look it up here. So it's an official article on the EA.com websites, like EA.com/news, and it's called "We Can Do Better," and it's posted by Peter Moore, who is the Chief Operating Officer. And it's basically a big long article basically taking full responsibility for their, like, EA gets a bad rep, okay? So EA gets a fairly bad rep, and a lot of the time, maybe 95% of the time, it's deserving, okay? Because they're not the best in the world. They really just seem to care about money, and then gamers' feelings, and the actual their fan base just kind of seems to be put second on the list behind money. And this article, I'll leave a link in the description if you haven't seen it. It's basically them taking responsibility for everything that's gone down recently. The ending for Mass Effect 3. There is the fact that they've been voted the worst company in America behind like really bad actual companies. But what happens is he makes a claim here that says some claim there's no room for Origin as a competitor to Steam. 45 million registered users have proven that wrong. And that was the first thing that struck me as a bit odd, because it's like, well, 45 million registered users only are registered users because you force it upon us when we play your games. Like, you can't play Battlefield 3 without Origin, so it's just like, okay, that statement's kind of weird. But it's not something that we've seen from them before, if you know what I mean. I mean, like, EA are a ginormous, multinational, huge corporation company. And for them to put out a statement saying basically, yes, we are 100% completely wrong and we have made mistakes and we completely accept it and all that stuff, it's kind of good in a weird way. It's like, I didn't see it coming at all. I don't think many other people would have. But at the same time, they didn't really take into account the actual truths, the statements on Origin and stuff like that. They talked about Battlefield 3 having millions of users. Yeah, like they miss out on the fact that the millions, Battlefield and FIFA, but players of both games and many other EA games, they might have the millions of users that they claim to have, but those millions of users also have extremely large amounts of complaints about the games that seem to just fall on deaf ears. But they happen, like, he basically goes on to say that yeah, we realize that we've not done good. We've realized that, like, the launch of SimCity wasn't the best. The ending to Mass Effect 3, like I said, wasn't the best. But they didn't touch on, when I read this article, I was expecting them to touch on the recent Battlefield 4 shambles. Absolute shambles. Make no mistake of it. A 100% disgraceful thing that they did. Whether it was them or whether it was DICE, we can't. That's only for us to speculate. We'll assume it's EA just trying to market it, the Call of Duty guys, to get more money, like I said, because that's all they're interested in, really. They made no mention of the Battlefield 4 kind of thoughts videos that they put out from Pawnstar, who, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like Pawnstar for Hire, okay? I don't. He's like a COD guy that started playing Battlefield, and just because he's stuck with it, he thinks, like, he seems to think that he can just get automatic, like, kudos, like, oh wow, you came over from Call of Duty and you've kept your Call of Duty mentality and you've kept your ridiculous video titles, your ridiculous video content, like commentary content, and just because you're playing Battlefield, you think that you're a member of the community. But at the same time, he is technically now an actual Battlefield player. So that one we can kind of let slip, in my opinion. But White Boy 7th Street? Really? First off, yeah, the guy's got almost 2 million subscribers, but there are 2 million Call of Duty subscribers. He's never ever posted a Battlefield video, and if he has, I haven't seen it. Okay? First off, using him was a bad idea. Just plain bad idea. And then his actual video that he uploaded, he kind of, like, if you haven't seen it, to sum it up, he went, "Whoa, this is happening in the trailer. Whoa, this is happening in the trailer. I'm reading it like it's the first time that I've ever seen it. I don't even think I've seen this before, and it's over." Like, that's about it. Like, that's it. It was disgraceful. Like, how they thought that that was a clever marketing idea was beyond me, but they made no reference to that. Like, they didn't apologize for that, which is something that boggles my mind. When I saw "we can do better," I assumed that they meant we can do better than getting White Boy 7th Street to do a 1.5 2-minute long video where he mentions no detail. He kind of just watches the video, screams a little bit, and then that's it. Whereas in reality, the guy was paid probably in the region of like over $1,000. I don't know, like, plucking off the top of my head, at least $1,000, I would say, to do that. I mean, they could have paid me €5 and I would have done a better job in less time than it took him to do that. Like, I could have analysed the whole trailer, given my exact deep thoughts about it, gone into great detail, given like a 15,000 times better performance than he did, an analysis than he did, for €5. Like, for free even. Like, I don't care about money. Like, he literally just did it because he got paid. He just said, "Oh, this big company are going to pay me to make this." But, sorry, I'm getting away from the topic and the video is nearly over. But I just wanted to say that this article, while, yes, it's kind of shocking and, like, something unusual because we've never seen it before, at the same time, they didn't take account for what people are actually really pissed off at right now. Yeah, the SimCity launch was a big failure, and the Mass Effect 3 ending was apparently really, really bad, and they took responsibility for that. They made no mention of the absolute disgrace of a Battlefield 4 marketing campaign that they've put out recently. Why they went with Call of Duty people, we know, because it's going to attract those Call of Duty people's 1 million or 2 million subscribers, but for actually advertising your game, you want your game's actual players. You want your rival X Factors, your level caps, your Matimios, your whoever else is that breed of commentator. You want those. But the article, again, the link will be in the description. I'm kind of happy with it in a way, but at the same time I'm not. It didn't answer all the questions that we had. But yeah, the video's over. Sorry for going over so long. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe, sorry, if you're new here. Thanks for watching the video, and goodbye.